Good morning. Welcome to the morning chat where I tell you what's on my mind in the morning time. Well, welcome. I know it's been a while since I've been on here last week, right? I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I hope you all had a wonderful rest last night. And I hope that all is well with you as you watch the morning chat. How are you all doing? Anyway, so let's get into it because I'm gonna have to make this tight and right, okay? Because I be working, man. I be working. You hear me? Yes. I stopped working to work more, okay? But it's a little more gratifying because I'm working for myself. I'm working for my customers. I'm working for at my pace and at my time. So let's get them in here. Those of you that are watching and will rewatch, thank you. I want to first start off this morning with the morning announcement. Well, today's morning announcements were, well, first of all, I want to start my morning announcement by thanking you, my subscribers. I noticed that there has been an uptick on my YouTube subscribers. Hello. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Okay? That's what I am talking about, y'all. Thank you for following me. And according to Akara, I appreciate all those who watch me and enjoy my content. And I look forward to creating more content for you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. As my one of my favorites, was it Instagram creators who does reels. I don't remember his name, but I love him. He's always giving a good inspirational story for or something inspirational to say. So that part. Now moving on, let's give you this announcement on February 10th at the Loves in the Air Valentine's event in Marietta, Georgia, host or thrown by Great Vibe Events, okay, will be Remix Candles premiere. Okay, yes, girl. You know your auntie is multi-talented and have her hands in multiple ways to get that money. Okay? Hello. All right. So, but Remix Candles wasn't started to be a stream of income, but of course, anything I put my hands to, it is I'm gonna make some money. Okay, it's just what it is because this Capricorn, that's what we do. Okay, we attract money. Okay, the energy of money, that's not just, as your auntie have told you, money isn't just cash dollars. It's also money is time, money is resource. Okay, so I be attracting it, y'all. Okay, so where my candle line called Remix Candles will make its premiere at the Loves in the Air event. Um, there will be a post. I will post the flyer right about here. Okay. Um, Come out. Go to Eventbrite. Look up Loves in the Air, Marietta, Georgia. It's on February 10th. Come out and celebrate love. Okay. Come out and celebrate love. And buy a pen. Okay. I will show you. There will be pictures of my candles here. I have the love spell candle that has the love spell scent. It smells like the love spell um, perfume or cologne. I have Love and Passion, which is a layered candle where it's going to it will either be pink at the top and red at the bottom, and the top will be Love Spell, and the bottom will be Passion Fruit and Guava scent. So it's a dual scented candle with a wood wick. And then I have the Fire and Desire, which will be is the yellow and red, which will have passion fruit, and guava as the scent of that candle. hmm I'm telling you, it smells delish. As well as the chocolate strawberries candle, which will be brown and pink, brown and red. Um, those have not been created, but there won't be a picture of it. But that will be also premiering that day. I may add that picture later on to it, but that is going to be my premiere, and then I'll have tea. I'm sorry, tea candles, which will be in the color of a very light pink, a darker pink, and a red that you can buy 10 for oh, I'm sorry, 5 for $1, 2 for 10 for, you know, $2, so on and so forth. And just come out, and I promise you, I will also have my regular line with peaches and cream, Georgia peach, and very vanilla, as well as my grape jam. I've already got great response on the grape jam. Okay, that's my favorite. And then, of course, we will have the um, mystery mix, which is basically like the leftover of the wax that wasn't enough to create a whole candle. So it's kind of like layered in different colors and different scents. And you got to burn it to smell. I'm just saying. And all my remix candles are fire. Okay. So, so know that. So come out. You'll see the dates on the flyer. Come out. Come out and enjoy yourself. Get a ticket. It's going to be a buffet. It's going to be entertainment. And it's going to be vendor. And it will be hosted by a DJ from B103. So show up and show out. Okay? Show your love and celebrate love. Whether you have a significant other, a spouse, or you just want to love on yourself. Okay. All right. Next announcement is there has been will be no bedtime stories this week that will be posted. Why? Because I've been working. Okay. I've been working. It is the last push to make it. There it is. There it is. So and lastly, if you can go to TikTok now. I post book talk, or you can hashtag book talk and pull up the TikTok version of bedtime stories, where I pretty much just briefly tell you about the chapter. But if you want the full review with the bedtime cocktail, you want to go to According to a Car Bedtime Cocktail. All right, all right. Let's get into it. So that is all that I have for the morning announcement. Now let's move on to the DoorDash Chronicles. Okay, y'all. So for the DoorDash Chronicles, now some of you may or may not know that I drive with DoorDash since I quit my job. Last year was my, last year I quit my job. One of the ways that I make um, current money is by DoorDash. And child, the things that I DoorDash and deliver to people and the experiences that I've experienced, not all of them is bad. It's actually not bad. I haven't had a horrible experience. I have had some disappointing experiences as I learned to be more efficient as a DoorDash. Okay. I'm sorry. This this there we go. That is better because that the light coming through the window was kind of not giving whatever. It was what's the word, washing out the light, my ring light. So y'all donate to the channel so that I can get better lighting. Hey, even possibly new do this in a studio. Hello, amen and amen. Okay, but so I have this new segment called DoorDash Chronicles, where I tell you about what I experienced in DoorDash. So real quick, one night I was DoorDash, and tell me why does the no tip in small orders, those 350 to 225? Okay, well, I rarely take the $2 unless it's an add-on. Okay, I've learned that that's it. But why y'all non-tipping little $5 orders? Oh, when I say $5 orders, I'm not talking about their meal cost $5. I'm talking about when it comes up on my screen, it's it's $5. You know what I'm saying? They have most instructions, the most instructions, and they ain't tip not narrow down, not narrow down, child. So I had this one order picking up from Tin Lizzy, which is a great establishment. Okay. They're kind of like Red Robins of tacos. They'll have like the buffalo hot wings tacos. They have all these different signature tacos. So if you want like something like that type of signature, they are a great place. And their margaritas style, like, so moving on, I picked up, and in the instructions, so now you know the person was a female, asked that I make sure that their nachos, they ordered one thing, nachos, that the chips were fresh and the sauce was fresh. Now, as a DoorDasher, when they give us the order of the food, especially the food, we can't tell if it's fresh because it's sealed, it's closed. I don't get to look at the order and see if these are fresh chips, this is fresh cheese, and all the ingredients that they asked for on the food. I can't look in it. Okay? I would have to break the seal. I can't. There's no way I can guarantee that their food is fresh. There's none. Okay? I just assured them that I'll make sure her order is complete. That we got that one item. That's all I could do. Okay, I didn't say that, but I said I'll make sure your order is complete. You know what I'm saying? Nicely, respectfully. She's still a customer, whether she tips or not. And then when I get to her home, that was a good two something miles from Thin Lizzy. The patio was dark. I barely could see the address on the house, and it was like a horrible way. I mean, it's like it wasn't an easy path to get to her door. Okay, usually if you're going to order, just tip, if you're going to order DoorDash, okay, leave your light on. Make sure your address is seen, or if you're going to give all these instructions, don't go to this, go to this one. It's the greenhouse on the corner. and I'm gonna need you to turn around and say Jumanji 3 times. That's I was like, my GPS, just make sure you put the correct address in the GPS. Okay? Sometimes it is necessary that they say, don't go to that door, go to this door. I appreciate thorough instructions, but it's a little less appreciated. Your auntie, a little less appreciated when you giving me all these instructions and you don't even tip. Okay? Homegirl didn't even tip, not one dime. I still gave her a service with a smile because whether she tips or not does not determine whether I'm going to deliver it or if I'm going to treat you right. But in your auntie's mind, I want to throw her daggone nachos at her door and take a snapshot as it's flying, crashing into her door. But I didn't. I don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Still serve them. I mean, you don't. Sometimes you can grace them by just not saying anything, to smile and keep driving. Give them their food, and keep driving. But in my mind, the things I want to do, okay, I didn't want to eat their food and nothing. I just wanted to throw it at the door. Okay. After you done drove 2 miles for $3.50, no tip. Okay. And followed all these instructions. All I could tell the restaurant was, can you make sure her food is fresh? That's all I could say. I can't make sure outside of me cooking it. And baby, if Auntie cooking your food, you're gonna pay a whole lot more than $3. You heard? Okay, you heard. So that is my DoorDash Chronicles for this Tuesday's morning chat. Now let's move on to a short chat. Okay, welcome to the short chat. This is a new segment also that I introduced on this morning chat. Just brief conversations of things that has been going on in the news or hot topics that has been going on around town that sparked my eye, but I don't really want to go in depth with that to make it a main topic right now. The first topic is talking about this Tyree Nichols situation. I had no idea about what had happened. I just saw something about it on the Purposeful Prepper. She has a channel, but she didn't say it on her YouTube channel. She didn't speak on it on the YouTube channel. It was on her Facebook page, and it's not as Lisa Stevens on Facebook. And I just a friend of mine. She's a friend of mine, and she said something about all I know is if she made a comment about it, and I'm like, what's going on? What y'all talking about? And then they told me it was the Tyree Nichols video. And I've been hearing a little bit of buzz around town about apparently a young man was beat down, maybe in front of his mom. I have not watched the video, but I have been hearing about it. It has been a hot topic, and I just choose not to really go into it because my focus isn't there right now. But I do also want to let it play out a little bit. Let's see what happens before I give my commentary about this issue. I just want to see what comes up, what comes out of it, what really happened, and have a little more time to do just a dive. Not a deep dive, but just a dive enough for me to give an educated opinion about the subject at hand, about the Tyree. But what I can say from what I've been hearing, all I'm asking is keep the same energy you had for um, George Floyd. Sounds like it's a George Floyd type of situation where a person was stopped and they were, detained or trying to detain him, and it's a actually it's more like a between a George Floyd and an old what's his name Rodney King situation where police officers beat the person basically. That's what it was, but I haven't seen the video. I'm telling you, allegedly. Let me add allegedly. Okay. So I don't really want to talk more about it, but I just want y'all to keep the same energy. Because from what I understand, it was uh, police officers that looked like me. Okay. And I want my community to keep the same energy because it's still wrong. If anyone ends in a death, it's wrong. Okay. It's wrong. Okay. Um, outside of it actually being self defense. And I'm pretty sure with the police officers, that the number of police officers that I saw that was involved, honey, there was no self defense for the police officers at all. To keep that same energy, okay? If you were on the side of where George wasn't a good guy and blah blah blah, keep that same energy and say he deserves. If you believe that George Floyd deserves it, I just want you to keep the same energy. And if you thought it was wrong and you were strongly speaking on George Floyd, I'm gonna need you to strongly speak on this situation as well. Okay, it doesn't matter what the skin complexion of the persons that were responsible for this. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's okay. And stop coming up with these dumb reasons why it is what it is. Just see it. It's wrong. And the same way with the courts and the whatever. I need y'all to keep the same energy. If them white cops got a slap on the wrist, I'm gonna need these black cops to get the slap on the wrist as well. Just keep it, keep the same energy. Okay, all right. If you got the court reporter or whatever rubbing the back of a police officer that killed a man when she walked into that man's apartment, I want y'all to do the same thing with these police officers too. Don't, you know, even though I know y'all not gonna keep the same energy. Y'all gonna be biased because we're human beings. Okay? But anyway, the other short chat I want to talk about, I want to first of all send my condolences, a heartfelt condolences to Ricky Smiley and his family. He lost his son at 32 years old. His son was 32 years old. Per comedy hype, there was no foul play. The coroner's report reported there was no foul play, there was no drugs involved, there was whatever. We don't know what happened. And it's another black brother down. So deepest condolences to that family and the family of Tyree Nichols. Um, I hate reporting. I hate reporting on any of this, anyone dying, but especially my brothers. Okay. Um, I do want to say, as far as Ricky Smiley, the way he's kind of playing it out in social media, it gives me a Tony Baker team. You know what I'm saying? The way he played, when I say play it out, like he was on social media while he was grieving the death of his son. Um, it just gave me that, you know, kind of gives me, it makes me wonder is Ricky Smiley a Sagittarius? I love Sagittarians, but they can be a bit of a copycat. Okay. They can copycat. They see greatness in it and they see greatness in certain things and they will copy it. Plus I think he's a cute. Sagittarians love a good being in the cube. I know a lot of Sagittarians that are cute. Nothing wrong with it. I'm not judging that. People grieve in different ways. I could say it kind of gives me a Tony Baker. You know, And honestly, I feel like Pony Bakers was more sincere. Um, but I also feel like, everybody grieves differently. Sometimes, some people, they might be just going on, that's how they deal with it. Just talking to us, the universe, of us in the universe, people in the social media universe, that's how they deal with it. So no, it's not bad. I don't feel like it's bad or wrong. I just feel like it gave the Tony Baker. It's kind of like coffee, you know. But grieve on. Um, my prayers is with everyone. Now, the next segment, I'm going to give you a snippet of the. I'm gonna give you the auntie message of the day. Hi, my people. Hi, my people. How y'all doing today? Auntie here with the auntie message of the day. The auntie message of the day is last time last month, I talked about stop resisting. Stop resisting the the blessings in your life. Stop resisting. But I left y'all on like, how but how? How do I do that? How do I stop resisting? Well, it's simple. You stop resisting by having the attitude of gratitude. You like, huh? Be thankful. See the brighter side of every situation, even one that you may deem as uh, a bad situation. There is a bright side to it, my love. There's always a bright side to the situation. Okay? Even in with Ricky Smiley situation with losing his son, um, the Tyree Nickel, there is something, a bright side to it. Okay, now I will tell you, it is not going to be easy sometimes, but see the bright side of the situation. Okay, it's having the attitude of gratitude, seeing the bright side, finding something to be grateful for in every situation. Okay, I know I've been practicing it and being grateful for the non-tipping dashers, people who order DoorDash. And I want to resist and complain about it, but I've just said, you know what? Thank you. Thank you for even choosing DoorDash to order your food because that little, it might not be a high vibrational order, but that low vibrational money went into my pocket. And I thank you, whether you tip or not. Okay. So that's seeing the bright side. So that's all I have for you. Now, let's talk about um, the 15 minutes of funk. There ain't no junk. We're going to get into talking about teaching the algorithm. Okay? So, what you know that means, what y'all know that means, you know what that means, Instagram, I'm going to have to let you go. If you want to see the full video, you can go to According to Akara-Conversations and subscribe, and you can see the full video. Or, or you can wait for the edited version to come out whenever I have the time to edit and post it. Okay? I'm be honest with you. I'm busy. I'm booked and busy. Okay? So you can come in there. Or or you can subscribe to my Patreon. You can go and join my Patreon for only $3. And you can also see the live there. So um that's all I have for you, Instagram. Bye. Y'all give me a minute. Cut it here. I just saw something on Instagram. I was like, did they really do that? Okay. Now let me set my 15 minutes of fun. Okay, let's get into now. Now for the 15 minutes of fun. Let's talk about teaching the algorithm. And I'm saying this because I'm door dashing. I've been watching videos to learn how to be more efficient with my dashing, so that I'm making the most money in the least amount of time. And I watched Bentley Coop, who is a DoorDasher, and he works with DoorDash. Like he's not an employee of the DoorDash, but he does partner up with DoorDash. And he was explaining that the algorithm knows you probably better than you know yourself. And I was like, yeah, because we teach it. We teach the algorithm what we do, how we do it, how long it takes us to do it. We give it access to our GPS. We give it access to our life. So yes, they know how to do it because we're teaching, just like we teach human beings. The only difference is the algorithm is a computer. It doesn't have emotional ties and moral standing. It just computes. Oh, it takes her about 10 minutes to get here, and bam, 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 about to get here. It takes her about 5 seconds to park or find parking. Um, this, that, and the other. But you tell it, I'm here. I'm at the restaurant. When you get to the restaurant, you say, I've arrived at the restaurant. Okay, so yeah, she's parked, she's arrived at the restaurant. So it takes her about 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds to park. Then go in there. And she likes to be in this side of town or that side of town. She usually starts here or starts there. She likes to schedule to be on at 5:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12, whatever the 30 is. You are teaching it just like you teach people how you are, because you show them or you tell them. They're watching you. Your kids are watching you. And they learn you. They know what you like and not like because they watch you. Any person that watches you or around you, you're teaching them. You don't have to teach them, because by speaking it to them, they're learning from your actions. Your children, when they're born, they don't know how to walk. They don't know how to walk. They don't know how to be mobile at all. At all. You do you know how they learn how to walk? Not because you put them on their feet, because they're sitting up here. Once they get sight, they're watching you. They're watching you. Oh, is that the way I'm supposed to look? Look how fast they get from here to there. I gotta learn how to do this walking thing, standing on these 2 feet of mine. They're watching you do it. They watching how you talk, how you walk. They imitate, and that's no different than what you're doing with the algorithm. That is no different than what you're doing with the algorithm at all. Our algorithm is watching. Okay? Period. It's studying you. Children know how to act because they study. They know how people know how to treat you based on how they study. Okay? They study you. Even if it's a short study. Oh, I can tell. She has a low self-esteem. I can get over on this shit. And they try you. Oh, I can get away with it. I can get what I want if I scream and kick and throw a temper tantrum on the floor. Oh, oh, okay, okay. Then I'm gonna do it again and again and again as long as it still works. And even when you stop responding to it, they still try it because they knew it worked at one time. Okay, they tested to see if it's still real. The algorithm still tests to see if. Wait a minute, hold on. Is the car gonna take this? Like, I'm using DoorDash as an example, but they're gonna like a car at one time when she first started, she would take one of these crazy orders that took her way outside of her zone for $5. You know what I'm saying? Or way out of where she wants to be for $5. Let's see if she's gonna take it this time. And they always tried a little bit. She might take it, she might not take it. We're gonna throw it at her and see if she takes it. Okay. Or and you have to consistently be, if you want to change what you want, you're going to have to teach the algorithm, oh, she comes on every, or she does every, this is where she wants to be. If we want her not to be there, they even know when you're chasing those red blurbs on the map. Oh, okay, she always goes here, or she always goes this way or that way to get her order. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes she'll stay in a certain area if we put her out there. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. So that it's not really rocket science on teaching the algorithm or AI as well how you act and do things. They're just studying you just like human beings study you. Okay. I think that what people don't like about AI and or the algorithm is the fact that it doesn't have a soul. Okay. So there's certain things that a human will put up with that an algorithm isn't or AI isn't. Oh no, you say you change, but your habits and behaviors show that you have not. So we're going to treat you accordingly. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's what's the most fear that human beings have against AI and algorithm. The other thing is I think that the fear is that not it takes them shorter a computer shorter time to learn you. It takes them a shorter time to learn you. Okay, and or it seems like it's a shorter time. It's not a shorter time. The algorithm, it's not a shorter time. No, it is. It is. We learn just as fast as the computer learns, but we show grace. We choose to believe that you change and give you a second chance. Whereas, because we have a soul, we have a heart on average. You know what I'm saying? A computer doesn't. So it's like, I know you haven't changed. And most of us know you haven't changed. We just hope that you have, that you mean it this time. Computer don't. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? They're taking pure facts. So if you want to change what the algorithm is feeding you or giving you, or if you are working on any of these type of apps like the Lyft or Uber or Uber Eats and stuff like that, you want to change the algorithm, you're going to have to act different, do different things, and it's going to give you different results. Okay? So that's how you teach it. Act different and stick by it. Okay? Because that's how they learn. Okay? Treat the algorithm, treat AI like a that you know is watching your every move and is duplicating your every move. Okay? They compute anything except for emotions. Like, do not commute. What is this emotion you're fighting? Why are you fighting? You know what I'm saying? It's called emotion. You're a tin man. You don't have emotions, you know? And that's the beauty of it and the downfall of it. You know what I'm saying? So that is all I have for you. Remember, tune in for the bonus chat if you are on my Patreon. If you're on my Patreon, you're going to get it. Also, know that on the bonus chat, I have a series that I'm doing on why I really quit my job. You want to join the Patreon, and you're going to get the lowdown on it. I just started part one where I basically said there was a glass ceiling that I was running into, especially in the South as a dark skinned black woman. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. Thank you, Jesus. They just told me I'm sitting up here really trying to rush it. I just saw the text message from DoorDash that I scheduled for a later time than I thought I did. So at any rate, I will talk to you all later. You all have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time for my Patreon on Thursday. All right. I'll talk to you later. Y'all have a wonderful day. Remember, love yourself, love your neighbors, and stay off.